Let's go to our next inductee right away. He was trained by Killer Kowalski and managed by the likes of Jim Cornette and Bill Alfonso. He's tagged with the likes of Balls Mahoney, New Jack, Sandman, and Cronus. He is known as a hardcore specialist. Please welcome to the stage, Ron Zombie.
First, let's hear it for the New England class of 2013. The greats of Men on a Mission. The father of Flying Fred Curry. The grandfather of Rocket, Fred Curry Jr. Wild Bull Curry. Come on, get over the Wild Bull. The oh so lovely Sonny. The power of the pain, the Royal the Barbarian. One of my personal heroes, I'm so honored to be here with Kevin Sullivan. And Kurt Adonis. Who'd he ever beat? 1999, I was wrestling in Milford, Connecticut. And here comes this dime store looking Stevie Richards in cut off shorts, more hair on his legs than I have on my chin. And I proceeded to watch him just get the holy hell beaten out of him by somebody who was taking liberties on him. I'm never a firm believer of doing that to anyone, and I approached this gentleman that beat up this dime store, Stevie, and had some kind words for him. And that person that got beat up was Kurt Adonis. I'm proud to be here tonight to induct Kurt into the New England Hall of Fame. He definitely deserves it. Literally broke his back for this business. He's got 2 herniated discs and had to retire early. And you can't find a more loyal friend, a more trusted friend, and a guy with whiter teeth, even though they're going to fall out of his head from bleaching him so much. Kurt Adonis. Please welcome Kurt Adonis to the stage.
The first thing I want to say is I really do not feel comfortable about being in the Hall of Fame when there's so many other people that are more deserving than me. But especially the guy that's standing behind me right here. I mean, we're talking about a hardcore legend, and I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for the one and only Ron Zombie. So I have to. Now don't tell Ron this, but of all the indie guys out there, I think I hold the most pinfall victories over him, but shh, he really does not like to hear those details. I've always known my role on the card, and I'll keep this as short as possible because I know we want to get to the main event talent, and unlike you, I'm eager to hear what they have to say. But first, I'd really like to put my hands together and thank Joe Bruin for putting this amazing event together. Really, thank you so much for giving recognition to dreamers and I love you, man. And while he's not here, I also want to really give a quick shout out to Chris Sullivan because he does so much behind the scenes and he does not get the public recognition that he deserves. Chris, I wish you were here, buddy. I humbly started in 1999, and in 14 years, I've pretty much done it all. I guess I can pretty much summarize it as saying I'm a fan who got lucky. I like to consider myself a versatile talent that could work anywhere on the card, whether it be the opening match, or the main event, or I could work with women like Velvet Sky or Awesome Kong. I can work with a little person like Short Sleeve Samson. I love Short Sleeve Samson. I could referee, I could manage, I could wear a mask, so then later on the card I could referee or manage. I could put over Mike 13-year-old son, Anthony, because that's what he needed done. I actually wrestled the mayor of an actual town in Torrington, Connecticut, and I slapped him across the face as hard as I could. Where else in wrestling, but wrestling, could you slap a political figure and not get arrested? That was me. And then, of course, all the legends I got the opportunity to work, like Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Brutus Beefcake, just way too many people to mention. I'll be here all night. In 2008, I was actually given the dubious distinction of being ranked number 500 in PWI's top 500. So in 2008, I was the best of the worst, and it's something I hold near and dear to my heart. I've done a lot here in New England. Some of my favorite memories include working for Mike Spada up here, and I developed some friendships with Tim McNeely, the Rocket Fred Curry Jr., and the man who trained me and got me into this business, the one and only Nick Barberi. And I'd really like to put my hands together and thank everybody. I have Tim McNeely to thank for his very harsh nature of constructive criticism for my matches that not only made me a better person inside the ring, but he also made me a better person outside the ring. Danny Davis isn't here right now, but if it wasn't for my time working with Danny Davis, I would not have learned all that I did. He gave me my ring jacket, that sparkly jacket, so Danny, I love you, thank you so much. And I certainly would not be here if it wasn't for my time in Northeast Wrestling. And while he's not here as well, I'd like to thank Michael Lombardi for everything he's done for me. It was an extreme honor to be working side by side with you, and it was a heck of a ride. Speaking of rides, I got to spend so many car rides with the best of the business, from Bret Hart to Roddy Piper, Kurt Angle, Big Vis, who you guys will see later on, Hacksaw, Christian, Chris Jericho. You want to learn the business. You go on a 4-hour car ride with some of these guys, you'll learn stuff you'll never ever learn in wrestling school. I know I'm really going over my time, so I'm going to make this really quick. I really want to thank you, the fans, because you all, whether you cheered me or you booed me, you always reacted to me. And for that, as a fan myself who is extremely lucky, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know David Morell is here. He's sitting right over there, fellow Hall of Famer, one of the greatest referees and genuine great human beings in this business. Dave, thank you for everything you've done for me. I really appreciate that. And of course, the Fink. How can we have Howard Finkel here, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm way over my time, but I'm going to leave you with this final thought. When I left wrestling, this is the final chapter of my wrestling career. I am no longer involved in wrestling in any way, nor will I be. Tonight, I'm inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is a phenomenal end to a career. But I needed to fill a gap in my life. And I've been very fortunate to be able to work with special needs children and adults. And if you really want to go out there and be a superstar, you don't necessarily have to do it in the ring. Go ahead, and this is to the young guys in the crowd and the people breaking into the business, you'd be surprised how much, if you just give a little bit of your time, how over you really could be if you give a little bit of yourself and help people in need. So that's something I hold passionate and I will continue to do. There's one last thing that I have to do right now, and I'm in the Hall of Fame, so I'm just going to smile and strut my way to the seat. Thank you all very much. Such an honor, Hall of Fame. Who would have ever thought? Thank you so much, Joe. I can go back? I was told to sit. Well, see you later. Bye.